Well, it's mid-March, and this morning I'm going to do a little spring clover seeding. Behind me I have a plot that I started in clover last year, and just due to the super dry conditions, the drought conditions that we had here in the Midwest last fall or early September last year, instead of coming in and mowing it and try to maintain it over the summer, as all I did last year was kind of let it go, let it put on as much tonnage as possible, and then early September I came through and I fertilized and I sprayed it with clethodim to get the grass out of it, and just kind of let it go that way instead of continually mowing it and knocking the tonnage back. So this morning I'm out here and I'm just going to top it off with seed and try to keep this thing going as a clover plot this whole summer and maintain it. Hopefully pray we get more rain this year and we can keep it and have a beautiful clover plot here going into fall. So it's in a sweet little location. We got two creeks that kind of come together and make a little V in here, and it's just kind of a natural travel corridor and a great place for a clover plot. So this plot's just over probably a half acre. I'm going to go ahead and put a full half acre worth of clover seed down on it this morning just to help thicken it up. There's already a pretty good stand in there, and it is greening up some already. Just we've had warm temperatures and not a ton of rain, but enough rain to make everything kind of start greening up. Even some of the grasses are starting to pop. So alright, I got seed in the ground up front. Went ahead and pulled that camera, checked things out there. I made it down to the south end of the farm, and this is that top plot, and you can see behind me that I call it the ghillie blind, but the soft-sided blind up there that I hunted out of quite a bit this past fall. Had some good encounters. This is where I had that encounter with crabby, and got another mix in here that I'm testing out right now, but I'm gonna overseed that as well. Same thing with it, just due to the dry conditions, didn't get a chance to maintain it like I wanted to, so I'm hoping for a little better results on that this summer with some rain and some better growing conditions. But what I'm doing now is this post that I had the scrape branch in, I went ahead and pulled the scrape branch out, and slip the feeder back over it and get it filled up with Booner blend. So got a 300-pound Banks feeder. I'm gonna go ahead and get up here, get it going, probably get a camera situated over it just so I can have some fun and watch it for a while, and gonna get it rocking up here on this part of the farm. This is the time of year when the deer need as much nutrients as possible. Still, we got does obviously that are going to be having their fawns in probably a month or a month and a half starting, and they obviously need all the nutrition they can get right now. So I'm just trying to keep that herd healthy and going to get things going and check things out back here, and maybe do just one more little walk around. See if I can't snag a couple late sheds. I know which it's funny saying late that it's only mid-March, but everybody seemed to shed early in this area this year, so I don't have any, or I haven't had anything on the couple cameras that are still running for quite some time now. So anyway, get things taken care of out here. I'll take you along with me. Well, I'm back in the truck. It's a lot breezier out here than I thought it was going to be this morning, so it was a little hard to do some interviews, especially up here on top of the hill, but got all my little projects done that I was out here to try to get done this morning, and turns out just did a little bit of looking around and first thing I found was this little guy out in one of the blueprint plots. And then Jeremy was out here and he rode around on the Ranger for a minute and went around the backside of one of the plots, and this guy was laying out here, which I'm gonna have to go home and look at pictures and look at the sheds that Billy and I found from earlier this year and see if this is a match to one. But pretty solid deer, good up and comer. And found this one laying right off the edge of the plot in the CRP, so it had to have dropped a little bit later than some of the other ones. But the crazy thing, and Billy, you're fired, by the way, because we had to have walked right by this. But the crazy thing is that I found laying right up in the bean field up here out in front of the tower blind, found the other side to split 10, and I know for a fact that it was off when I found that other one. So Billy and myself walked by this thing more than once, and I know I rode the four-wheeler by it at least a couple times as well. Just crazy that I did not see it laying there, but pretty awesome to match up the old split 10. So I'm gonna go home and I'll get some better pictures of that when I get home with this other side. But pretty cool. He's heavy. I know this has been down. I mean, it's dirty, and I had pictures of him with him missing, but he's definitely going to be on the list for this next year. So pretty fun way to end the morning. I got to hit the road and get home, but we'll keep bringing it to you. Also like to thank everybody that came out at the Iowa Deer Classic a couple weeks ago. It was great seeing everybody, talking to everybody, hanging out. Bunch of good people. Just had a great weekend, and we'll bring you a few sights and sounds from our weekend at the Iowa Deer Classic. But that'll do it for another episode. We're going to keep bringing you projects that we do over the summer, things that we're doing to prepare our farms already for 2024 season. I know Derek's been out doing TSI work and a bunch of stuff around his place. Also, I know he overseeded some food plots and stuff as well. So fun stuff. We're excited to be back out and doing the things that we love to do. We appreciate everybody watching and following along. We'll keep bringing it to you. Till next time, see ya.
you if we find something. The whole entire walk was worth it. I came up and I saw, see that, it looked like an
All right, you're live.
All right, guys. Today we're just short 30 minutes away from starting the Iowa Deer Classic here Friday afternoon. We're in booth 14, Buck Fever Seed Company. Oh, it's 414. Apologies. We're here with Rick Halverson, one of our partners. He runs Rudline Taxidermy, and we're going to let Rick dive into some more information about himself.
Yeah, guys, I appreciate you having me. Kind of hooking up here this weekend at the Iowa Deer Classic with Buck Fever Seed. Displaying a lot of my mounts down here in the Buck Fever Seed booth, plus up above there's going to be a bunch of mounts that'll have my logo and whatnot up there. Tell you a little bit about me. Actually based out of central Iowa, New Providence, Iowa. Just a little small town in the middle of nowhere out in the country. Basically do a lot of specialize in whitetail, but also do mule deer, antelope, elk, basically anything that's on the hoof we will do.
Yeah. And they do it instructional brochure and the full sorting test of all. I like to just take that cap off. In fact, I wouldn't